So some robocaller just interrupted the video that I was previously making, and it's just another thing with all of this advertising that you get through your phone and through Facebook and everything. I mean, it's crazy. So I'm just going to start this video over again, and again, just kind of tired of all of the the robo advertising and the algorithms and everything, all these things that take advantage of us and disrupt our lives. Being involved with the Facebook social media platform, and just seeing how, the phone actually hears what you're saying, what you're talking about, and then all of a sudden you're seeing ads on that topic coming out onto your Facebook page or some search that you made or something. Now all of a sudden these things are popping up all over your Facebook wall. That's part of the terms of the agreement, and if you're gonna play in that house, then you got to play by the house rules. But along with their communist guidelines, which is what my Facebook account was disabled for. I'll just go through it again. It's kind of annoying because I got a phone call in the middle of making this video, but it was last Thursday. Today's Monday, and I was making a post on my wall, and all of a sudden I was remotely logged out by something or somebody in Facebook, an algorithm, or some kind of administrator or something, and then couldn't log back in. Basically, when I try to log back in, it tells me my account's been disabled, and what to do. And so I follow the link and try to make an appeal, put my name in and my ID, upload my ID, which is partially blocked. All the sensitive information is blocked on my ID. They tell you not to do it digitally, so I did it manually. So I'll just show my name basically in my picture, and that it's a New Jersey driver's license, and basically come back and said to me, my account has been disabled because my page violates the communist guidelines, and that the decision cannot be reversed. So that's it. Tried to do it a couple dozen times over the past couple days, and I get the same thing every time. Decision cannot be reversed. So I don't know what's going to happen with that, but it looks to me like at this point 12 years of photos and videos and contacts and memes and posts and private messages are just all gone. Whether it's work associates or church associates, or associates with similar ideologies to me, all gone. All that networking is done, tossed in the garbage as far as I know. I mean, kind of disappointing, a little annoying and frustrating, but the Facebook page, I had it for 12 years, and it kind of became an extension of my life. That's probably not such a good thing, but that's what it comes down to. So of course I made a second account, and with a different handle rather than my name. It's called Liberty Highlander, so you can find me on Facebook as Liberty Highlander if you're looking for that. It's just kind of because I stand for the principles of liberty, and I live in the Highland Mountains of New Jersey, northwestern New Jersey. So that's where I get the handle from. But even just going back, trying to go to my old account, when you go to your login part in Facebook where you can change the accounts, I can see my the little blank face there with my name under it and a whole bunch of notifications. But then when I try to log in, I get that same thing. It's directs me to the appeals page, and basically the decision can't be reversed. So there it is. It's all done, all gone. And trying to figure out what it was, and I've come to the conclusion that it's probably either one of the algorithms whacked me, or I just had somebody or a handful of people, maybe 2, 3, or 4 people that were reporting my posts over time, and it just drew attention to me, and I got whacked because of that. Maybe, I don't know. Very strange though. And I've also heard that there are other people who experienced the same exact thing around the same exact time last week, And it also makes me wonder if it was a targeted attack, that they were going after, people that were, on the outer fringe of libertarianism, borderline anarchists, trying to, people who are not, promoting not voting in the election, and anti-Zionists and anti-government and stuff like that. Those were the kinds of people that I found out had experienced the same exact things that I have, and around the same time last week. So I don't know what it was, but whatever it is, they've taken my intellectual property. I can't even log into my page to get my data. It's kind of a shame that they not only cut you off from your social network, but they also take all your intellectual data that you had stored on that page, whether it's photos, videos, or posts, or private text messages, whatever it is. But that, when you use somebody else's platform, you're pretty much at their mercy. So, but anyway, I created another account, Liberty Highlander, and I'm just working on building up my contact base again, see if I can recover some of the social contacts that I had in the past, and actually gonna, not really depending upon that, even if I get my my real account back, not gonna really bother with Facebook too much or put too much investment in it, because this can all happen again, obviously. I'm wondering if, I'm kind of curious and wondering if it's going to come back after the election. I mean, maybe they're just blocking people like me until after the election. Maybe that's what they're looking to do. I don't know. But in any event, I'm just going to try to build up all my contacts in my secondary account that I made, and I'm going to try to promote and direct everybody to MeWe. I opened up a MeWe account under my own name. There's no advertising there, no compiling of your data and the things that you say near your phone or your computer, or the things that you enter into the search fields coming in and giving you ads. They're not selling your data to anybody. They're not selling your information to anybody. It truly is at this point a social networking platform, and you also have freedom there too. You don't have to worry about any kind of communist guidelines. So really going to be heavily promoting MeWe on my Facebook page, or Facebook pages, if I ever get my main page back, and I'm really going to be heavily relying on MeWe from now on. It seems like a pretty clean platform, pretty straightforward. It's still kind of simple because not too many people are using it yet. Probably most of the people that on Facebook are not going to be using MeWe, but I'm going to promote it and just hope that a lot of people come over and make a lot of converts. Same thing with these videos that I'm making. When I post them on YouTube, I'm also going to post them on BitChute, maybe Library, or I'm definitely making a BitChute account tonight. It's one of my goals for this evening. I want to complete that task of making a BitChute account tonight, so I can start doing most of my streaming and my uploading onto BitChute. And I want to support that platform because it seems to be a freer, better platform. But everybody's getting whacked these days. Big names are getting whacked. Dollar Vigilante, and Alex Jones, and Dan Dix, Press for Truth. I've seen dozens of William Cooper YouTube channels get wasted. New ones are popping up, of course. You're never going to make that stuff go away, and I'm glad that people keep uploading those shortwave radio broadcasts that Bill Cooper did back in the late 80s and through the 90s, before he was killed, after 9/11 in November of 2001. It's just, it's an info war. I hate to sound cliche and I hate to sound like Alex Jones, but it's an information war. And, all of these, big corporations and the interest that runs these corporations for these social media outlets, and, the Google search engine and the YouTubes and everything. I mean, the interest is running these things, and they're trying to silence alternative narratives. That's just the way it is. And I thought it was only going to happen to the big fish, but here I am, a small fish with only 1,500 friends on Facebook. Bam, just snuffed out like that. No warnings, no Facebook jail, no first strike, second strike, third strike, you're out. Just bam, done. No reason, no saying this was the post, or these many people reported you, or anything like that. All gone. Even my my page, that I had a page that I put a lot of documentaries and interviews and radio broadcasts on, called Citizens Against the Fascist Propaganda Machine. Only had like maybe 250 followers or something like that. Bam, that's gone too. Can't find that anywhere as well. So yeah, to hell with FBI book. I'm done with it. No more FBI book for me. I mean, not as a primary platform anyway. I'm going to use it to try to convert everybody to a better, freer platform, where we're not going to be inundated with ads and subject to being put in jail and cut off from our social community because of something we said. Freer platform is what I'm looking for. So yeah, a little disturbing, and also, just coming to the realization of how dependent I was upon this platform. I mean, there's not a lot of people condensed in my area where I live that believe the same things I do. They're all scattered throughout the state and throughout the 50 states. So it's, it's very dependent upon, just, using that platform to keep in touch with people I grew up with, family members, and ideological associates that are like-minded, and even people that I was trying to reach with the message of liberty and freedom and disobedience to authority. Those who just go with the mainstream narrative, just challenging with. I was making progress with some people, but and then when you go to bring people back into your network after all this, you think to yourself, well, do I really want to bring this person back in? Or is this the person that reported me? I don't know. I don't even know if somebody reported me or not. I mean, it's hard to tell. I mean, but basically, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at stopping the mouths, of truth. Anybody who questions the mainstream narrative, they get whacked, man. I mean, even the small fish. If you're a little guy like me, you're going to get whacked. Kind of alarming, disappointing, frustrating. That's kind of the way I'm feeling about it right now, and very disaffected and dissatisfied with Facebook at this point. I mean, I never really got any kind of warnings or anything from Facebook about anything that I was doing on my page. Just bam, totally blindsided. Couldn't believe it. So yeah, I'm just on my way home right now, and I really had some of this pent up inside of me from the weekend and today. And just on my way home, I'm gonna take the kids for the next couple hours while my wife goes and visits with one of her girlfriends from the homeschool co-op that she does the co-op with, teaching classical conversations. They're gonna have a meal together at a local restaurant, and I'll be with the kids. And it's just great that my kids are homeschooled. I'm so thankful to God that we're able to do that. We can be a single income family. My wife can be home with the kids, teaching them. I mean, why would you even want to send your kids to one of these indoctrination day camps? I mean, I can understand some people can't do it. Homeschooling is not for everybody, and private school is not for everybody, but I really don't know how you could put your kid in public school. It's like child abuse. I mean, private school, maybe, yeah. I mean, if you could find a private school that's, not modeled after the public school system. I mean, I wouldn't even put my kids in the school that my church sponsors and allows, that school to use the church building as a facilities for their school. I mean, because you know what? I mean, it is somewhat of a classical conversation. I mean, classical education, and it is somewhat of you know, they do teach some more good things that, you know, you're not going to get in a regular public school. They teach things like logic and rhetoric and things like this, but you know, it's just, you're not, you know, hey, this is the reason why I had kids, so I could raise them. This is why my wife had kids, so she can raise them, not give them to somebody else to raise, not so somebody else could put them into some mold. I want my kids to be somewhat molded by me, but I also want them to be themselves too, to be individuals. And I want them to be able to think for themselves and not be told what to think or how to think. I want to teach them to think. I want to teach them to think. So yeah, I'll go home right now and we'll probably play some Monopoly so they can learn some principles of capitalism and, you know, just also learn principles about, you know, how government is overbearing and abuses us so much. So, you know, when you land on the income tax or the, you know, the luxury tax space, or you get the bad card in community chest. Oh, my kids are just not loving government too much when they land on those spaces or pick those cards where they got to give up their money. I love it. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to be doing tonight, and I'm going to forget about all this now that I've blown my top about it on a video journal entry, and just going to enjoy my time with my kids tonight. And I hope you all, whatever you find yourselves doing on this Monday night, are able to relax and enjoy and not get too caught up in everything that's going on. I try not to. But just enjoy your time with your family, you know, work on yourself, work on your family, work on your household. You know, what areas is it that you're lacking in spirituality and growth and good patterns and, you know, what the Bible calls righteousness. I mean, you know, we're not righteous by nature, and, you know, we're not even righteous. You know, if we're Christians and God has saved us, we're still not righteous. The only righteousness we have is the righteousness of Christ. But we're supposed to do the best we can to be good, to be righteous, to be honest, to be upright. And so I just encourage you to work on those things. I know it's discouraging times. It's really discouraging times. But, you know, we got to work on ourselves spiritually, mentally, physically, financially. You know, still working on, you know, the one thing that we're working on right now is, well, I'm working on, you know, there's some money that's supposed to be coming to me and some things have to be straightened out with my mom's estate before that money comes to me, and I'll be investing that in some things that I need that will be helpful to me going forward, depending upon how the whole collapse things goes. I need a pickup truck. I need some supplies. I'm going to get some, you know, precious metals, maybe some gold, definitely some silver, some more ammo, some more guns, storable food, and you know, I'll be working on those things. You know, also working on a will for my kids. You know, just you know, I thought, you know, my wife got into a really bad accident like a month and a half ago, where, you know, we realized, well, she could have been killed, you know, or, you know, what if me and her were in a car together and we got killed, and where do our kids go? Well, we don't want the state to have our kids. We want somebody who we know and trust who would raise them the way we would to raise them. So we've been talking about those things and talking about putting a will together ourselves. And so, you know, just trying to get the house in order, you know, talking about moving down to South Carolina, you know, getting out of this state that we're in. It's behind enemy lines. We're definitely in fascist, socialist, communist territory here. You know, the taxes are high and the regulations are out of control. I mean, you know, talking about a mask mandate where, you know, if you get caught without a mask, you get a fine of up to $500. Yowzer. We are out of our minds in this state. I would recommend, if you're in one of these blue states, that you get out and find a red state to get in, because even if Trump wins, it's not going to be better for any of us in the blue states. The only place it's going to get better is in the red states, because the governors will, have free reign to do as they please. But if they're blue governors, they're going to be putting the hammer down and making us suffer. And I do believe that Trump is going to win. I believe he is the choice of the interest. And it's going to be interesting to see what the election brings, the days that follow the election. I mean, the election's tomorrow, isn't it? I'm not even going to vote, but I am, we have hunkered down. We've gotten some extra food and supplies and things like that we need for a couple weeks, just in case things start to get a little crazy and squirrely like they did right after the lockdown. We're prepared, so we don't have to go anywhere. All the food is in the house and other supplies. So I hope, you're ready for that too. I mean, it may be nothing, and you know what? If it's nothing, then you have some supplies for the next couple of weeks. You ain't got to go to the store. You got to go to the meat market. You don't have to go to the produce store. All that stuff is already there for you for the next couple of weeks. And if you do need it, it's there. So it's good planning. But appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. If you like what you hear, press the like button, subscribe, share it with other people. Not really looking for a huge following. I do want to share what I've learned and the direction I'm going in with other people, and even hear feedback. But really, this is, as I've said in other videos, this is just a video journal for me to see where I'm at any given point in time. In the future, I can look at the past and see where I was and whether I was right about something or wrong about something, and what I learned in the process. So hope you enjoy, hope you learn, and we'll see you next time.